Hi, football lovers. Greetings to you all, and you are welcome to the All Football Show on the Stratford Africa channel. So, this is your next episode of the All Football Show on here. This is the episode we do where we talk about everything all football related. So, on this episode of the All Football Show, we are here today to discuss or react to the two biggest transfer news that is making the rounds in the papers and all over the media outlets. And these two stories include Lionel Messi not being able to continue his football career at Barcelona anymore, and then also Farewell Lukaku to Chelsea is hitting up very nicely. Chelsea are ready to go all out and break the bank to get him to come and lead their line for them. So these two news items are what we'll be discussing and reacting to in this video. So until we do, before we move straight into that, I would like to urge you all to subscribe if you haven't, and hit a like on the video. Please share the content to your family and friends. So that being said, let's move straight into it. So I think a couple of days ago, Barcelona came out and announced that Lionel Messi is not going to continue on playing his football for them anymore, and this has really gotten a lot of people talking about that incident. So and this happened after it was agreed that they were going to sign Messi, and Messi was going to renew his contract and continue playing there. But at the later end, at the last minute, the negotiations broke down and things didn't work out. After Messi had agreed to take a 50% pay cut, so in this his new contract, he was going to earn 50% less than he earned in his earlier contract. But better still, the financial situation in Barcelona right now still doesn't allow that to happen. So that is the development there. So I think this Barcelona currently are in a very serious financial distress. They are in financial crisis. So they are very constrained in what they can do in the transfer market and player registration wise. So I think that the deal was agreed and the wages were set, but when Barcelona tried to register their players, I think La Liga didn't allow that. There is a new La Liga rule that has given the teams a wage structure, maybe it was a threshold that they can't go over. So if you are coming to register your players, there's a total amount that your wage bill shouldn't go over. So, and now that even with Messi's new 50% cut contract, Barcelona goes over that threshold. So that meaning that they can't afford to register Messi for the upcoming La Liga season. You understand? So that is why Messi is not able to continue the project there. So this has really brought about a lot of debates and conversations and all of that. And some people are surprised, others are not, because if you really follow Barcelona and what has been happening to them in the recent few months, you won't be surprised this is the situation, because there was a leaked document that was showing their wage bill, the amount of money players in Barcelona earn, and that on that wage bill was some ridiculous amounts. You understand? These are all the things that has really contributed to bring Barcelona to where they are today. And me personally, I blame all of that on their past president, Bartomeu. He really didn't help the club at all. He didn't. Some of the decisions he took, or some of the actions he took, was very bad. Yes, and I pity Laporta, because he will have to now work hard to correct all of Bartomeu's wrongs. You understand? And which is not the best. If you look at that wage structure, people like Griezmann is on over 800k a week. Can you imagine? Griezmann is on over 800k a week. A lot of the guys are on ridiculous wages. Coutinho is on a lot of money. Dembele equally is on a lot of money. And then also Frankie de Jong is on 400k a week. This doesn't make sense. This is a young lad You sign him at the age of 21, and you are giving him his first Barcelona contract, and he is on 400k a week. So imagine if he finishes this contract and he has developed and he wants to take the next step in his career. He wants to sign a new contract. What wages will that new contract be? On what level will that new contract be? Because first contract 400k, then the next contract will be hitting like 700, 600 there. So this has really opened my eyes to some reason. This is why a lot of players always rush to go and play for Barcelona and Madrid, and then in doing so they will disguise it under the canopy that they are going to win trophies. In Barcelona and Madrid, those teams are where you can win things. Don't know, under that carpet is big money. These clubs offer a lot of players ridiculous wages. If not for this financial distress, I wouldn't have known that. I really thought genuinely people were going there to win things. Even though they do win things, but the monies they are on to is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. How on earth is Griezmann on 800k a week? Come on. If you pay these wages, you definitely find yourself in trouble. You understand? And they've also spent some monies recently that haven't really paid off. Over 100 million pounds they spent on Griezmann. They really haven't gotten any good value for that money. Same thing applies to Dembele. Same thing applies to Coutinho. Coutinho has even gone all out on loan to Bayern Munich, won the Champions League there, and per the contract they signed with Liverpool, he has cost Barcelona more money by winning the Champions League there. So all of this, if you add these things together, it really doesn't add up. So the financial situation of Barcelona is very, very bad. That is why Messi is unable to continue there again. It's not as if Messi has held the club down to ransom. He has taken a 50% pay cut. This is huge. 50% pay cut. He was almost on 1 million euros a week, and he has agreed to reduce that down to 50%. So that means in his new contract, he would have been earning around 500k a week. And for a player of the caliber of Messi, 500k a week is normal. It's okay. You really can't moan that much about it. So if Barcelona is still unable to afford that, then Messi is right to leave. Yes. So that is the situation there. So now that Messi is leaving Barcelona, he's no more going to continue on there. Where does that leave the La Liga league? Because the league is trying its hard to try and counter or battle the Premier League for the popularity the Premier League have, and for the amount of TV rights the Premier League is able to garner. You understand? And now that all their big stars and the goats who used to play in that league are no more playing there, you definitely know that a lot of the TV money that the Liga used to get is no more going to come. Because wherever Messi ends up to play, that is where the TV subscription, or that's where the TV subscription is going to go. So assuming Messi ends up in the Premier League, the Premier League is going to get more popular and more better. Assuming he goes to the French League, the French League is going to get more popular. Assuming he ends up in Italy, the Serie A is going to gain more popularity, and people are now going to, a lot of Messi fans will now follow that league instead of following the La Liga. So in La Liga's effort to win the hearts of the world and become the best league and the most popular league in the world, this development is not going to help in that cause at all, because they've really invested into the league and they are trying to deliver quality and clarity. I learned they even shoot their matches with 8K cameras and stuff. So all of those were investment and effort we were making to try and position the league in a very global perspective. But now that the big guns who used to play in that league are all leaving. Ronaldo, as we all know, left a couple of years ago, and now Messi is following suit. So the league is really going to suffer in the short run. But let's see how they will maneuver their way through this crisis, and let's see what the end holds for them. So now the Barca post-Messi project starts now, because now Messi is no more going to continue. They all knew that at a point in time they will have to bear or do or rebuild the team without Messi. But I think it has come as a surprise to them now. They weren't expecting that this year. But to me, I think this will be a win-win situation for both of the teams. Messi and then Barca. Now their post-Messi project starts now, and the earlier that project starts, the better it's going to be for them, because the earlier they start to build without Messi, the more earlier they stand the chance to stand alone and stand firm and be back to where they belong with Messi. And with Messi too, the onus has always been on him that he hasn't tested any league. He's always in the Spanish league from starting to end. So when the debate between who is the GOAT comes up, Ronaldo fans and people who sympathize with Ronaldo always throw out that argument that Messi is a one league player. He should try some other leagues too and see. So now that Messi is no more going to continue at Barcelona, he's now going to continue in a different league, and then from that angle too, Messi will now also say, I have played here, I have played there too, I have made it here, I have made it in a different league. So that's a very, very interesting situation there. So Barcelona will now start to build without Messi. It's not going to be easy though, because the kind of player Messi is, whoever loses Messi in his team is going to suffer. Yes, but in the short run they will suffer, but in the long run I think they will pull through and be back to where they were again. So this has also really leave Aguero and Depay stand, because they all signed for Barcelona this summer hoping to play with Lionel Messi. The availability of Messi was a motivation for them. The fact that they were going to play with a very top player in Lionel Messi, they were all looking forward to it. And now that Messi is no more going to be playing there, a lot of them are going to be discouraged, because their main motivation, or one of their biggest motivation for coming, is no more there. So there was even a video that was trending on social media the other day about Aguero training and not wearing a smiling face ever since this Messi news broke. But I think yes, as human as we are, they are allowed to be disappointed, because they were really expected to be able to play with Messi. But that being said, they are equally good players whom if they deliver, or they are able to deliver, Barcelona won't really suffer that much. They can put Barcelona afloat to bounce back. You understand? So they shouldn't wander in the disappointment for long. They should put it behind them, come together as new players and pull the young lads together, and let's see how Barcelona will maneuver its way through this crisis. I think their biggest problem lies with their back line. Yes, their back line is where they really need to strengthen. But unfortunately, for lack of money and financial issues, they can't really do that any much about it. So let's see what that happens there. And then also, so now let's look at Messi's new destination. So where does this leave Messi? Where will he play next? Is he going to be playing at Manchester City? After Manchester City have signed Jack Grealish this week for £100 million from Aston Villa, I don't think he will be playing for Man City, because Pep Guardiola himself have come out and said no, Messi is not in their plans, because they were convinced that Messi was going to stay at Barcelona. So that is why they invested into the Jack Grealish project, and they were convinced that Jack Grealish will be the man for them. So they've gotten Grealish now, and the next day Messi is available. They can't afford Messi anymore. So will he come to Manchester United? I don't think so. With the project that is ongoing at Manchester United, I don't think Messi fits into that project. Not to say Messi is a bad player or Messi can't play, but what Manchester United are looking to do is a long-term project. They are looking to do a long-term young lad, yes, but Messi is a big gun, and he'll be looking to wherever he goes, he'll be looking for instant success. And for instant success, I don't think Manchester United guarantees that right now. You get it. So this leaves only PSG as the viable option for him, and I really think that's where he's going to play next season. If you follow this story very well, you realize that Fabrizio Romano have already put out a couple of tweets that suggest PSG are very close to reaching an agreement with Messi for him to play for them next season. And they are offering him a very nice and impressive wages on a 3-year contract with a further year. So from now up to 2024, and then also for a further year. There are also talks that Neymar is very keen, and he's the one pushing for Messi to sign for them. So I think PSG will definitely be where Messi will be playing next season, and that will make PSG a very, very, very strong team, because already this summer they have signed the likes of Sergio Ramos, Achraf Hakimi, and Donnarumma from AC Milan. So already they are putting together a very, very formidable team. So with the addition of Messi, I think it automatically makes them the number one favorites for this season's Champions League. Whether they can go on and win it or not, that is another topic altogether. But I think they really stand a chance with Messi and Ramos at the back there. They really stand a chance this time. If they don't win it this year, then the agenda boys is not going to leave them alone. So that being said, that's the situation there with the Messi situation. And also Chelsea are still very, very much on the market, and they are looking to get a very clinical striker who they think will help them a lot, because the way they play, in their opinion, they create loads of chances, but where they fall short is finishing those chances. So they are looking for a very clinical striker who can come in and put those chances to bed. They were hoping to sign Haaland, but Haaland didn't happen. So now their attention all is on Romelu Lukaku, and they are ready to break the bank for him, because they are ready to pay over 100 million euros to get him. You understand? So Fabrizio Romano said Lukaku was one step away this morning. He said Lukaku is one step away from joining Chelsea. And the other day, Lukaku was reported to have told Inter Milan that if the right bid comes in, he will be happy for Inter Milan to consider it. Even though the Inter Milan fans are not happy with their board, they've went there and they've put some banners there that is telling the board to remember their promises. So they don't like the fact that the board is selling all their good players. They've already sold Achraf to PSG, and now Lukaku is the next one to leave. And you know how important Lukaku is to them. The amount of goals he scored to help them win the Serie A title last season, and the amount of assists and the way he helped the team, he's a fan favorite there. But now the board are ready to take the right bid to let him go. And he also has come out to say that he somehow has an unfinished business at Chelsea. So some of the Chelsea fans are happy Lukaku is going to sign for them. Some of them too are not happy. Some of them wanted Haaland, and some of them too said Lukaku is not suited for the Premier League. So let's hope and see what happens, whether Lukaku can come and deliver for them or not. Because we also Lukaku at Manchester United, and it really didn't go down well for him. But now he went to Italy and he seemed to have developed a lot. Football-wise, Lukaku has developed a lot. And also the fact that he has played in the Premier League before, he knows what the Premier League has. So maybe with a little bit of improvement and maturity now, things might just work out for him at Chelsea. So let's hope and see what happens in that area. So with Chelsea now in for Lukaku, where does that leave the Haaland race? I think this now gives Manchester United a very clear-cut opportunity to get Haaland next season, because Haaland is going to be available next summer for a lesser fee because of his release clause in his contract. And in that time, I don't know whether Madrid and Barcelona will recover from their financial stress to join the race. And I don't think Chelsea, after spending this much on Lukaku, will be in for Haaland again next summer. So that means next summer United will be also looking to get a very young and permanent replacement for Edison Cavani. In that case, Haaland will be available. Haaland has worked with the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer before. They are very, very close, and they are from the same country. Haaland is also very, very close with Jadon Sancho. He's a very, very good friend of his. And then if United is able to sell their project very well to Haaland, they might just convince him and he'll be ready to play for them. The only problem with that deal is his agent, Raiola. The way he does things, United don't like that. And United wouldn't like to be dealing with him again. But that being said, if there is a top player available, we do all that we can to get him. So that being said, I think that's all the issues that is lined up for discussion in this video. So let me know what your thoughts about all of these topics in the comment section. And once again, please subscribe if you haven't, and like the video and share the content to your friends. So until we meet again next time, I would like to say a very big thank you to you all for your support, and urge you all to keep supporting and keep inviting more people and keep sharing the content. So until then, have a nice time. Bye bye.